If you've ever asked a missionary why they travel to far-off lands, they probably told you it's because that's where there was a need.
Well, in tonight's Lone Star Spirit, we meet a missionary of sorts who has identified a somewhat unique need right here at home, a need fulfilled in part by giving away skateboards. If you're a teenager in Houston and you're into skateboarding, there's a good chance you've spent some time, maybe a lot of time, at the city's Jamail Skate Park downtown. It's where you can expect to hear a lot of talk about tricks and boards.
Well, I got an 825. I don't know what you...
Yeah, this is an 825.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tyray's gonna snake me though, that's cool.
Maybe catch some air.
And perhaps the last place you expect to hear about God.
That is Latin for Word of God.
Word of God.
So we figure the Word of God is like our protection. It's our helmet.
The connection between skateboards and God may not seem obvious, but for 41-year-old Lawton Outlaw, who grew up skateboarding in the 80s, there's no better way to reach out to these kids. He's part of a Texas-based ministry called Middleman Skateboards.
They're the middleman.
We're the middleman. The product is a bridge to build relationships with these kids. A lot of them have been marginalized by society. A lot of them come from dysfunctional families.
In other words, Outlaw says a lot of these kids need God in their lives, just as he did in his 20s, addicted for 8 of those years to drugs and alcohol.
I just want to give back. Make sure these kids don't make the same mistakes.
The boards come with no strings attached. Still, there is a message, not heavy-handed, but important.
God's freely given, so we freely give, and that's kind of what I tell these kids. Between God and us is Jesus, and He's our advocate, and He paid our way. And so out of God's love, that free gift, we freely give.
Some skaters may not be into the message, but nobody turns down a free board or a t-shirt, and they all seem to respect Outlaw's passion.
I've never heard of just a good person just running around giving out boards, you know? It's a really good thing.
It's good, you know, like, it's kind of like helping other people out and making them, you know, become a better person.
A lot of kids really don't know where they're going or where their life is going, and, you know, I didn't know where mine was going. You know, I didn't really have any point until I met Lawton about a year ago.
One day at a time, right?
Yeah, one day at a time.
So if you happen to be skating downtown and you need a new board, chances are you'll meet Lawton Outlaw, who's always ready with a board and a message about a God of second chances.
I have such a heart of gratitude now just for the second chance that I've been given. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, and he's got a world-class cool name.
Oh, I love that name.
And that Lawton Outlaw is
Outlaw.
his real name. He was born with that name.
It's perfect for what he's trying to do.
Really is. If you know of someone who shows Lone Star Spirit by overcoming big obstacles or helping others, I'd love to hear from you.
I think it makes him relatable, is what I mean by it being a perfect name you can find.